Tonight on FBC News, China Railway 5 company under the spotlight for not deducting its employees' FNPF contributions. Constitution Commission invites the RFMF to make submissions, and legendary broadcaster passes on. Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate. The China Railway 5 company remains tight-lipped over allegations that it hasn't been paying FNPF contributions of local workers employed by the company. The Chinese company is contracted by the Water Authority of Fiji for upgrade works to its water and sewage plants. But as Mika Longa finds out, the company hasn't been deducting its employees' contributions to the fund.
FBC News visited the China Railway Company office in Domain on Friday last week after receiving information that it was paid a visit by FNPF officials. Chinese nationals working in the office declined to give an official statement on the day. The FNPF has confirmed that inspectors from the fund visited the China Railway office after complaints were received from employees. It says directors of the Chinese company have been advised on the process of submission of wages records for its employees. Chinese officials at the company's Domain office could only tell FBC News today the company is treating this a big issue and referred all questions to the general manager who is away overseas. The FNPF has warned that those who do not comply will be dealt with according to the law, inclusive of court actions and the imposition of penalties. The fund is encouraging employers to comply and ensure its employees' contributions are paid on time. Mika Longa, FBC News.
The Fiji military forces has been invited by the Constitution Commission to make their submissions for Fiji's new constitution. Constitution Commissioner Professor Yashkai says the invitation to the RFMF was made some time back, but there had been some confusion regarding the invitation letter. Devna Ryan has more.
Numerous questions have been raised regarding immunity provisions and the role of the military. Constitution Commissioner Professor Yashkai says they are inviting the military to have their say.
The purpose of this is not to look at the record of the government. It is to look at options through a constitution as to what the constitution should state about the security forces.
Professor Gai says including the role of security forces in a constitution isn't new.
And so we wanted to explore that. People have made many recommendations on the future role of the military, and so we wanted to talk about these things. And we have heard now from many different groups, but we haven't heard from the military.
The Fiji military forces have yet to confirm if they will accept the invitation and meet with the Constitution Commission. Dev Narayan, FBC News.
Meanwhile, the Constitution Commission will be kept busy in the coming weeks, getting expert advice on the making of the new constitution. Experts from abroad, especially Fijians, will be consulted on issues which the Commission may not be familiar with. Devna Ryan has more.
The new draft constitution is expected to be ready before Christmas. It will be made available to the public, who will be given the chance to have their final say.
We don't want it to be a surprise on the public. One fine day. So we want to take the public with us. We want to continue dialogue of a more specialized nature. And so that will be basically what we'll be doing until almost the middle of December.
A time frame has been allocated for public comments on the draft document.
The people to discuss the draft and debate it, send us their views, which we shall forward to the Constituent Assembly. So there will be a period of time after a draft is released for people to debate it and to convey their views to us and then to the Constituent Assembly.
If the publication is complete by December, the public should have access to the document by early January. Dev Narayan, FBC News.
Illegal scrap metal dealings have resurfaced, and this time memorial sites at the old capital Levuka have been targeted. FBC News has confirmed that scrap metal collectors tried to remove the deed of cession monument from its site at Nasova. Apisolo Medoka reports.
These monuments are testament to the rich history the island of Levuka has. Over the years, they've even become an attraction. However, just recently, they've become the target of scrap metal collectors.
The scrap metal is very much risk to the historical town, Levuka, especially when we are concentrating on the heritage listing.
Last year, the Fiji Police Force activated Operation Copperfield after collectors were caught stealing underground telecom copper lines. Dealers were also warned against buying metal believed to be stolen. In this case, Kelepi Kumbunameda says they weren't even aware that scrap metal dealers had arrived on the island.
Some of them, they enter Levuka without my knowledge or the knowledge of the special administrator on this scrap metal. As it happened last few months, when some of them tried to remove the deed of cession monument.
Authorities on the island are now keeping a close watch on these sites, and anyone caught stealing or even trying to steal from here will be dealt with. Apisalo Levuka, FBC News.